There is so much money in trucking. I mean, so much money in trucking. I'm just thinking about you have contracts of $600 million with companies that is only running 10 trucks. The idea that there is a company out there boasting about $600 million contracts with only 10 trucks should give you the idea of how much money is in the idea of delivering goods, a delivery service. I'm starting to move away from the idea that trucking is trucking because it's no longer the lifestyle of the 1980s, of the 1990s, or even the early 2000s. We are way past that. We are so beyond trucking what it used to be. Truck stops aren't truck stops anymore. They're called travel centers. Okay, you have a line in the sand where there are truckers, and then you have a truck driver and truckers, and the truckers, that segment is dying off, it's shrinking, and not because of the truckers, I don't believe, but because of the way that the business is set up, the way that the culture is set up. When a person gets their CDL, they go to one of these mega carriers that is offering training on the drop on the job training. By the time they're done getting their CDL and they've done 3,000 or 50,000 miles with a trainer, they are met with the opportunity to be a business owner before they can even master driving a truck, getting the hang of the equipment, understanding the turn radius of a truck with the trailer. Before they understand the ins and outs of that, they're met with the opportunity of being a business owner. Hey, open up your LLC. And all of this is at the same company, too. This is the same company that gave them the opportunity to be a truck driver, to have a career in trucking, to uh, develop a skill, learn a new skill. Keep slowing down. Oh boy, now he's going up a hill. Hey, going up these roads, going up a hill, and it's only a 2-lane road, and there's a truck, and then there's another truck. It's awful. It is awful. You have a series of trucks trying to get up a hill at 55 miles an hour. With the Winnebago in the mix. He's like, man, finally made it around that person. I know that's right, Marty. It's almost time to get some fuel. All right, so the same people who offer you the opportunity to learn a new skill, learn a trade, drive a truck, make $80,000 a year, your first year, they put you in a lease purchase situation, open up an LLC. Now you're a business owner. You're no longer a truck driver. You are a business owner. So now, instead of thinking trucker or thinking driving a truck, you are thinking about running a business, being profitable. That's your main goal as a business, to be profitable. Picking loads, turning down loads that are profitable, turning down non-profitable loads. All of the stuff that takes away that takes away the real essence of being a truck driver. So you have no more. So the pool of truck drivers and drivers are shrinking all over the board. Company drivers, people who own their trucks, who are leasing trucks, doing a lease purchase with a truck. The lease purchase a truck. Look at this guy just steady climbing on my ride. Where are you going, sir? Where are you going? But you're a business owner. You're a business owner. Before you even get to really learn how to operate a truck. So now you got to think like a business owner. Okay, little Debbie. So now you got to think like a business owner. You have to, what's the latest and greatest opportunities to maximize your profits as a business owner? What is the latest, greatest opportunities to maximize your opportunities to be a business owner, right? What's going to make the most money? What's going to bring you the most opportunities? Now they're bringing on, now they're bringing on the autonomous trucks. Shoot. And they're trying to sell that these trucks can operate without somebody in the driver's seat, which I'm all for. I'm all for it. Because before I even got the real opportunity to be a truck driver, to really maximize the experience, the lifestyle of being a truck driver or a trucker, I was intercepted with, hey, you could be your own boss. You could be the captain of your own ship. You could pay your own taxes. You could purchase you a truck. You could purchase you a trailer. 18 months in, and I'm met with being a business owner, owning a business, owning a truck. Like what? Jeez. How do you go about getting clients? How do you go about getting customers? Don't even have that aspect yet. But what I do have is the responsibility of owning a truck. cost of repairs, the labor, the cost of the fuel. Trucking companies have figured out that they can shift the responsibility they can shift the responsibility of maintaining the truck to the driver by giving them the lease purchase agreement. Fuel. Fuel is one of the highest cost, operating cost, I should say, for the truck. Fuel. Depending on your truck, you'll be spending somewhere between $4.50 to $7 a gallon in fuel. That can probably break down to an operating cost of maybe 50 cents per mile, maybe 30 cents per mile. Add on insurance, regular wear and tear, tires. All of this stuff that used to be a cost to a company is now a cost to the driver or the business owner of the truck. Autonomous companies are trying to push the idea that there is an autonomous truck, an autonomous driver who can do all the driving and bring costs down, which is great, which is outstanding, right? Can you imagine now that you're out there, you're driving along? Not only do you have drivers who will have their foot, right here on this handlebar on the truck, but shit, they're not even driving the truck. They have their feet up on the dashboard. They will have their feet crossed on the dashboard, rubbing their feet. Hell, they might even have their feet hanging out the window. And why not? Why not? These people who sell these business ventures, and they already stamped it as, well, it's the safest thing, and you don't necessarily need anybody in the cab. The only reason why you would need somebody in the cab is for the precaution, right, of and doing a pre-trip and a post-trip. That's it. Shit. Me as a business owner, I'm like, how can I get one of those? Now that they said that the tech is retrofitted, you can get it to fit your truck. Where do I get one? I want to get my truck fitted. Oh, you can only run like that equipment in Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, California, Oklahoma. Cool. Where do I sign up at? How much does it cost? Name your price. Okay? I will handle all of the pre-trip, all of the post-trip. I will open the doors. I will fuel it when it needs to be fueled. And I want to sit with my feet up on the dashboard. Because the CEO said that, hey, I don't have to. I don't have to focus on driving. It's going to focus on driving. Cool, cool. I'll be in the back watching Netflix. I'll come out the cab whenever we cross Texas state line into Louisiana. Shit, we just booked the load up out of Texas, and we're going to Florida. Cool. I'm going to South Carolina. Cool. But I promise you, all of that coast to coast stuff, whatever we do, get that coast to coast run, sign me up. Sign me up, dog. Where do I get this equipment? Who do I talk to get my truck fitted? I don't even have to get a second truck. Hell, that's more than enough money for me. Maybe I will get greedy over time, but just to start off with, let me get one. What does it cost per mile? Okay? Because I'm no longer a truck driver. I'm a businessman. I'm a business person. My time, the amount of effort that I put into something determines if I'm operating a business or not. God dang. Can that business sustain itself without me being in it or being around 24/7? Sign me up. Sign me up. Because I'm no longer a truck driver. I'm a business owner. My training company said so. I've been programmed. I've been programmed by the YouTube truck drivers at Prime Inc. I've been programmed. Hey, rates are great. Freight is great. You can have your own truck. You should open an LLC. You can be an independent contractor. You could do the lease. You could do the lease purchase. Cool. I'm sold at Swift. You could be a business owner. You can run off our load board. You could be an owner operator. Cool. Schneider, same thing. You got mom and pop places. You could do a lease purchase here. Cool. I'm here for it. Where do I sign up at? Where do I sign up at? See, and this is taught at the mega carriers. This is taught at the mega carriers. This is a school of thought at the mega carriers. So by the time you have Kodiak, Aurora, Bot Auto, talking about they have a technology that will fit on your truck that you have been paying on for 3 years at $1,000 a week, and you'll be owning it within the next few months. You can get that thing fitted with an automated driver. Where do I sign up at? Where do I sign up at? How much does it cost? Who do I need to talk to get my truck fitted? I'm not a truck driver. I'm a business owner.